To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now they send their back in motion right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Finds him over the middle. And this one does not go far. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Fields on 3rd. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Another throw for Fields. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, Fields. Escapes the pocket. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Fields on 1st down. Connects with Cook. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Putting a receiver in motion. Fields out of the gun. This throw is caught. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Fields. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the first.
That's a pretty clear plan of attack by the back from the very start. Found the lane quickly, didn't hesitate, knew exactly what he needed to get past the marker.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Now it's Fields. And the Commanders get home. They drop in. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12. Trying again, following the sack. And that one's unsuccessful.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Fields looking to throw. And he has the Chicago touchdown. The Bears finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Looking right, throwing deep. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
He's on the move. He's running for it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first. Here's DTR to throw. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Give it away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left. We're close to them putting it away, but you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Second and 10 now. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 32 on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down. Working inside the red zone. Connection made to Smith-Njigba. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. It's a gain of a yard, but they needed just a couple more inches. Third down. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Bears with a chance for at least 3, possibly 6. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
Fields now on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Mowing back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Riley Moss with the pick. And the Bears get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success. Those
poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now.
And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears parlay the interception into points. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now it's DTR. Touchdown, Washington. Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose. He'll elect not to bring this one out, so give him the touchback. We'll start at the 20. First and 10 now from the 30. Man in motion here. On first and 10, it's Fields. Headed out right. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Here's Fields to throw. Cook calls it in. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Working quickly here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He beams one deep right side. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They do snap it. Here's Fields. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Short pass caught by his tight end.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. If they don't close quickly, he could take it to the house.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Thompson Robinson now. It is Cup left side. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. DTR to throw it. And they get to him on 4th down. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Fields has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Pass complete to Cook. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Offense in the hurry up here. First down throw for Fields. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Second down and 10. Fields hits his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Bears with the football. So now here's 3rd and 5. Another throw for Fields. That's into the hands of Moore. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and 6 coming up here. That's completed out to the right. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Shotgun snap to Fields. This throw is caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. And he's brought down for a loss. And they get to him just in time. That's a tackle for the stand and a turnover on downs.
Whether they were keyed on him expecting that run, or in case of a throw, it worked either way for the defense. When the QB broke for the line, they broke with him, and they drug him down short of the sticks.
Now Thompson Robinson to throw. Flush down out to his left.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. From the 21. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
That's caught for the first. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Thompson Robinson. Chased out to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. First time this game they've looked to him. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Second and 10 now. Launches one deep downfield. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Bears might be able to get some points late after the interception.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Fields out of the gun. He puts everything behind this one. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Commanders intercept the final throw for the end zone, and that is how our first half's going to end. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He tucks it and takes off. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Commanders will have a first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
DTR looking to throw. That's caught by Chris Olave. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Back to throw, Thompson Robinson. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here's DTR to throw. Forced out to his right. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders tie things up at 14. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Running back, motioning right. Fields on first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. So it'll be second down. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. but don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon and give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
It began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Now it's Fields. Escapes out to the left. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one and brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throwaway.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Moore going to motion over right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
We call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. He's got a man left. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
DTR to throw it. Completed to his running back. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he stopped cold at the spot. So we'll keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And they make this stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here's 2nd and 2. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Bears take over on his 5th interception of the season.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. the shotgun. Fields. This is complete. Jalen Tolbert. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger if that back remains hungry.
First down throw for Fields. On the move, headed right. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Here's Cook. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Another one for Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward for a modest pickup to the 43. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down. Looking to throw Fields. Trying for a touchdown here. Big gain downfield. And in for the Chicago touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears make it a 10-point ball game. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Hits him on the in route. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job. after a good pickup. They've got 2nd and 4. From the 36. Brought in right side. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Throwing now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. He'll throw it yet again. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Now it's DTR. This is complete to Olave. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
A 9-yard gain on the play. It's now 4th down and 1.
Desperation time here on 4th. He's got it to his running back. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down. They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. Chris Olave with the touchdown. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Fields. Connects with Cook. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. The Bears decide to call their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Fields out of the gun. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
They do snap it. Here's Fields. That's cut beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Now run by Cook. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 42. Finds Smith and Jigba. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get 1 step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Tight end in motion left. This is Cook on the handoff. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Bears holding on to a field goal lead. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Fields. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown catches in 1 game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you'd love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Thompson Robinson. Finds a seam down the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
DTR looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 41. Hits his running back. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
DTR to throw it. Oh no, the ball is loose. Bears pick it up, headed the other way.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Wow, wide open here. Complete. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears take a 3-possession lead. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's DTR to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. Big gain downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Thompson Robinson throwing deep for the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Took his shot at 6 that time. So that brings up 2nd down. To throw, Thompson Robinson. He sends this one to the end zone. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders get it back to within 2 possessions. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in. So leave that score as is. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And the Bears get this kick. And that spells the end of this ball game. Even with that kick, there wasn't much chance of pulling off the comeback. And now that they've failed to recover, partner, I'd say this one officially over and done with.
They went out taking every chance they could, right? Swinging as much as possible, but you just can't have this big a deficit this late in the game. Pete Carroll likes to say, can you win a game in the 1st quarter, the 2nd quarter, 3rd quarter? Nope. You win it when it matters in this league, and that's finishing in the 4th.
And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Washington calls it second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll try the right side with Cook. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The defense takes its third and final timeout. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Fields to throw it. Able to get it to Moore. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. All right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, Fields. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. They decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown to knee it out. Either way, this one's over. So the Bears take this one on the road. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find